What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we got a big update about those starter decks that are coming over in Japan. I say Japan, like we are getting them too. It's just going to be a few minutes before we get them. We have to wait a little bit longer. But they've gone and updated the product page over in Japan. They have a confirmed release date of the 13th of July. But we've also started to see some of the cards. Now, it is really important to note, I'm pretty sure they confirmed there's going to be reprints in these. We know for a fact that the leaders are being reprinted. It's Red Nugate, Green Uta, Blue Doflamingo, Purple Luffy, Black Smoker, and Yellow Katakuri. We've had these cards, we know they're coming. We don't know exactly what the deal is in terms of how many reprints, etc. are coming along with these decks. We don't know everything. Now, we were given a rarity breakdown over on the Japanese site, and this is interesting because it's not the same as it always is, which is kind of interesting because they're not entirely uniform. Now, they're all very similar, don't get me wrong, but starter deck Green Uta has 3 super rares, whereas all the others have 2. But the Green Uta starter deck has 6 promotion cards. No other promotional cards are found in any of the other starter decks, but the Uta starter deck does feature 6 promos, and I'm telling you right now, this is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful decision. This is absolutely spectacular, and I adore that Bandai have gone and done this. This is proof, were any needed, that Bandai are listening. Because we kind of know what those promotion cards are. It shouldn't be some huge shock to you, because of course, we've been here for a while with Uta and the Uta starter deck. Because there were 6 promotion cards, now they were actually given out at the ST11 Uta deck battle, but at that deck battle, we had a couple of cards that were reprinted from the starter deck, 3 in total, and then 5 promos. And it was actually kind of super annoying because those promos were really hard to get hold of because of how they were distributed. Now, there were only 5 that were actually coming around there. We had Fleeting Lullaby, The World's Continuation, Top Musica, Where the Wind Blows, and Monkey D. Luffy, mechanically unique promo cards. I don't know what the 6th one is. It's going to be an Uta-related promo and all of that. But the point is, those promos that were really annoying to get at the Uta deck battle, yeah, we're fine. They're being reprinted here. Now, I can't tell you for absolute certain, but come on. It is awesome that these are being reprinted. And this is what I mean. Like, when we look at the rarity breakdown, a lot of the time, it's just standard stuff. But being able to look and see, hang on a second, some things are a little bit different, sometimes gives you very important information. Also, and this is a guess on my part, okay? This is a prediction. I cannot tell you this is absolutely true, but I'd be willing to bet we're getting reprints of the 2 super rares from the Uta starter deck. There was the Uta super rare, and then there was New Genesis, the event card. I can't tell you they're definitely being reprinted, but I absolutely am telling you that would make the most sense. What I really want to see is the 3rd super rare being the OPO2 Nami, which is like the best film card that wasn't reprinted in Starter Deck 11 initially. I don't know that for certain, and this might just be wish casting on my part, but come on. How cool would that be? How much sense would that make? So the Uta one certainly seems to be interesting in terms of the rarity breakdown, but we have had some blurry magazine scans showing us a couple of the new cards that are coming around in the starter deck, including Tashigi. Look, we're getting a Smoker starter deck, all right? We were always going to get a Tashigi in there because they're a pair, but it's nice that we're getting one. 5 cost, 6,000 power, counter plus 1,000. On play, if your leader is Smoker, give one of your opponent's characters -4 cost for this turn. It's a black deck. The cost reduction makes perfect sense. -4 cost reduction is actually pretty big, honestly. So that's kind of awesome. And look, it's a new TCG, that's kind of cool. But activate main once per turn. If it's the turn this character was played, place up to one of your opponent's 0-cost characters into its owner's trash. Kind of cool. So now you get to get -4 cost and then trash a 0 cost, which really could be a 4 cost, but of course you can use other cards to bring a much higher character down to a 4 cost, then play TCG to bring him down from a 4 cost to a 0 cost, then actually go ahead and KO them. I'm just saying that could be fun. Don't forget that TCG from Starter Deck 6 has an activate main that rests this character to give -2 cost. Certainly does seem like that would be a very nice combo here. The fact that we're getting a new TCG in the Smoker Starter Deck shouldn't really surprise anyone. That was a very obvious prediction anybody could have made. Still pretty cool though, right? I like it very much indeed. It's also kind of it's only really for Smoker, but clearly what they're trying to do here is they're reprinting the Smoker from OPO2, which hasn't been a great leader, and they're basically reprinting it, trying to make it a little bit better. I hope they succeed, honestly, because I like Smoker as a character. Smoker and TCG as a pair, two of my favourite characters in One Piece. Cool. We've also seen that there is going to be a new Boa Hancock. Obviously, this is going to be from the blue starter deck, which of course we know is Doflamingo, the 7 Warlords of the Sea. And what we got here is 4 cost, 6,000 power, no counter. It is very clearly a super rare as well. And we got blocker, which is nice. Having a blocker is good. It's an extra blocker to use. This is nice. But on play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and then put them in any order on the top or bottom of your deck, and then give up to one of your 7 Warlords of the Sea leader or characters 1 rested Don. Now remember, this has to be the OPO1 Doflamingo. There's no question here. We know the leaders are reprints. We know it's a blue Doflamingo leader. So, put that together yourself. But remember what Doflamingo does is Don X2 when attacking, pay 1, reveal a card from the top of your deck. If it's a 7 Warlords of the Sea character with a cost of 4 or less, you may play that card rested. And this is kind of amazing, right? Because Boa Hancock is a 4 cost, and Doflamingo lets you play a 4 cost, so this can be played for free with Doflamingo. That's amazing. But also, Doflamingo looks at the top 1 card of your deck. Exactly 1 card. So Doflamingo, you really need to be stacking the top of your deck in order to actually make the most of this and make sure this skill is firing every turn. And oh look, would you believe it? This works beautifully. This card is absolutely stunning in combination with Doflamingo, so it's kind of awesome that we get it coming in here. And then the other one that's gone and been revealed is Portgas the Ace. There's a super rare Portgas the Ace, 5 cost, 6,000 power, a counter plus 1,000. Obviously, this is for the Whitebeard deck. Shouldn't surprise anyone. And if your leader has Whitebeard Pirates in its type, this character gains Rush. And look, the whole point here is that they're taking old leaders and trying to make them better. They're reprinting the OPO2 Newgate, so give us a nice new character which has got decent power and rush, that we can then actually use with it. Makes perfect sense to me. 5 cost, 6,000 power, rush, yes. But wait, there's more. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from play by one of your opponent's effects, you may give this character minus 2,000 power for the turn instead. I love this. This is amazing. Firstly, it's got rush, so you get to play it down, attack straight away, that's brilliant. And it's a rush that's got counter, not all the rush characters do. And then, if your opponent would be getting rid of it with an effect, you're like, oh, sorry mate, you've either got to attack me properly or use 2 effects to get rid. Because it's a once per turn. If they use a second effect, that second effect will actually work. But the first effect just kind of bounces off with a minus 2,000 power reduction. Which, you know what? Sounds alright by me. So we've seen a new card for 3 of the 6 starter decks, and we've got confirmation that the Yuta starter deck is going to be great. And seriously, in Japan it wasn't so bad. But in the West, getting hold of these Yuta cards has been a real pain in the neck. So it is genuinely awesome that they are being made more available. But I've told you what you need to know, and now it's over to you guys. Tell me what you think of these new cards. Tell me anything you want to tell me in the comment section. Go nuts! Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts, join a Discord, and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.